Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Live Bird TV. So, I'm one that has been sort of campaigning for this to be sort of mind-blowingly sorted years ago. And to this day, I still cannot believe that Manchester City are even allowed to conduct business in the transfer market like Semenyo, like Doku, like Cherky, and just continue to keep, being up there when you consider this. And I'm just going to read it again because a lot of people will keep forgetting, because this is what City have been trying to do. Delay until people forget about it. Anyway, Manchester City's 115 charges verdict theory expert shares what I've heard. Man City are still awaiting a verdict on the 115 charges they are currently faced with for allegedly breaching financial fair play regulations between 2009 and 2018. Now bear in mind that's nearly 20 years ago, so 17 years ago the first few charges. Financial expert Stefan Borson believes that Man City will have a verdict of the 115 charges saga quite soon. The Sky Blues could face substantial penalties if they are found to have breached financial fair play between 2009 and 2018. Such penalties could come in for the form of a large fine, a transfer ban, a points deduction, or an expulsion from the Premier League. They could also risk seeing their impressive collection of 8 Premier League titles stripped from them, leaving them with just their trophies from 1936, 37, 67, 68. The hearing into the alleged breaches ended in 2024 following a 12-week tribunal. However, an independent commission is yet to announce a verdict on the matter. It says here, City have also denied any wrongdoing and are thought to be confident of being cleared. And now Borson has given his take on when City and the Premier League will continue to basically fight these charges. Now, I want to just read this piece out here, which is mind-blowing. Do you know how everybody says that this is basically 115 charges? It actually isn't. It's actually 130, right? 130 charges. Right, so here we are. I'll just go on to it here, and these are mind-blowing. You consider the charges that they actually face. Let me just go on to it now. So 130 charges is what they were actually facing, and these are what they range from, like 50 charges for failing to provide accurate finances. So basically lying about their finances, doctoring their finances. It's absolutely disgusting. And it's just like now with Pep Guardiola going, I think he's jumping to save his own reputation. And this is the charges. I've got them right before me now. 54 charges for failing to provide accurate financial information from the 2009 to 2010 season to the 2017 to 2018 season. So they have failed to provide their real finances there for 11 years. 54 charges. Failing to provide accurate details for the player and the manager's payments from 2009 to 2017-18. 14 charges. Failing to comply with UEFA's rules including financial fair play. 5 charges. That's from 2013 to 2018. Breaching the Premier League's profit and sustainability rule. 2015 to 2016 to 2017 to 2018. 7 charges. Failing to cooperate with the Premier League's investigation. 35 charges for failing to cooperate. Is from 2018 right up to 2023, and yet these are still allowed to even buy players. Now let's get something straight here. I went to Wembley 3 times as a Liverpool supporter. On the way to the Community Shield, the first one, the League Cup final, the second one, I bumped into some City fans on the way to the ground. And I said to him, all right, enjoy the game today, boys. Just being a little bit amicable with them. They goes, oh, we're not even City fans. We've been given free tickets from work. So how many times has this happened? How many times did you see the Etihad Stadium not full, but yet their attendances would be 55,000? They've sponsoring themselves with their own companies. This is beyond belief, the cheating here. And the fact they've been allowed to go on and beat Liverpool to two league titles by a point, the VAR decisions, the fact that the Premier League has officials being paid by Man City to go over and do some coaching for referees in Saudi. The corruption goes beyond belief. Go onto YouTube and put in Britain's biggest scandal and watch the documentary. It says here, in November 2023, Everton were handed a 10-point deduction, which was reduced to 6 on appeal for 19.5 million overspend. The reason as to why City's case is taking so much longer is, at least on the surface, relatively simple, but it's much more complicated than the Everton one. Everton were charged just once, while City have 115, but now 130 charges. In comparison, Man City have been explicitly charged by the Premier League with failing to provide a true and fair view of the club's financial position. Now, if you can remember, the German guy that got into the emails found that they were paying Mancini and Yaya Toure what's called ghost contracts, where they were telling the Premier League they were paying them this amount and they were paying them secrets amounts of ghost contracts. So these are, without a shadow of doubt, the biggest cheats to ever. They are the Lance Armstrong of football, and it needs to be put to bed. And Pep, you can run all you like. We know what you are and who you are.